I want to tell you about a week I spent at a cottage in Wasaga Beach. 4 of us. Nothing special planned, just a few days away with friends. But something followed me home from that trip. Or maybe it was waiting for me there. I still haven't decided which is worse. The first night, the TV was running in the background. Food Network, I think, though nobody was really watching it. That detail stuck with me for reasons I didn't understand until later. We each had our own room. I fell asleep easily enough, and I dreamed I was inside the diner from the show, sitting at the counter, eating a sandwich. And then I started choking. I woke up, didn't think much of it, went back to sleep. The next night, same dream, same diner. But this time, I wasn't alone. An old man sat beside me, didn't speak, didn't move, just sat there with his hands folded on the counter, staring straight ahead. I was on a red bar stool, eating again. And again, I started to choke. I woke up. And again, I told myself it meant nothing. Food Network before bed, a diner, a sandwich, a choking sensation, my brain connecting dots that didn't need connecting. That's what I told myself. The third night, there was no diner, just black, a void, and I was on my back, and something was on my chest, pressing down. The same choking feeling from the dreams, except this time I wasn't asleep anymore. I was awake, and I couldn't breathe, and there was weight on me that had no business being there. I remember the first words out of my mouth before I even understood what was happening. "Nana, get off of me." My grandmother died when I was very young, and somewhere underneath the panic, some old buried part of me reached for her name before my mind caught up to the fact that she couldn't be the one sitting on my chest. I twisted as hard as I could, forced myself onto my side, and whatever had been lying on top of me slid off. The pressure broke. I could breathe again, and then the smell hit me. Sulfur, rot, something thick enough that it felt less like a smell and more like a texture, like it was coating the inside of my throat. I have never smelled anything like it before or since, and I hope I never do again. I ran for the light switch. The second the room lit up, the smell was just gone, like it had never been there at all. I didn't sleep in that room again. I told my friends what happened the next morning, when they found me asleep on the couch and asked why. That fourth night, on the couch, I dreamed again. This time I was in the cottage, except in the dream, it didn't feel like the cottage. It felt like the house I grew up in. The phone rang. I walked over and answered it. It was my grandmother. She spoke the way she always used to, half Italian, half English, mixing the two together without noticing she was doing it. She said, "Go outside now and get your mother." I started to set the phone down, already halfway to accepting it, already halfway to going and finding my mother like she was really there in the next room, and then it hit me. I brought the phone back to my ear. "Nana," I said, "aren't you dead?" She didn't hesitate. She cut me off before I even finished the thought. And this time there was no English left in her voice at all. "Il diavolo è qui." I don't speak Italian, but I understood those 4 words the way you understand something in your bones before your mind translates it. The devil is here. That's when I woke up. I didn't turn on a light. I didn't wake anyone. I found my keys in the dark, walked out in whatever I'd fallen asleep in, got in my car, and drove home. I still don't fully know what I was warned about that week, only that something wanted into that cottage, and for whatever reason, for whatever's left of her, wherever she is, my grandmother didn't want it getting to me first.